Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another lesson for today. Just want to be grateful that I can bring the lesson. Feeling like, yeah, this is moving forward. I mean, I have my doubts as to how far this will go, but I'm still having fun, and I'm feeling different now that I do this. I mean, my life is changing, because I am changing what I do. It's how we know when we feel it. If we cut ourselves off of what we feel, well, not much of a fun life, eh? But I am grateful that I can tap into the energy, and the energy is fluctuating, but that's life. That's how change comes around, with fluctuation. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, protecting me and keeping me safe. I can bring the lesson. What is the lesson for today? I am thankful to the collective for likes and subscribes and shares, and passing on my lesson. See how I can be an effect on, hopefully a good effect on you, the viewer. It's what I want, that I can have some good effect on people. This seems to be the way for now. I mean, we don't know what tomorrow brings, right? But we'll see how far this goes. Very curious about the lesson. So let's see. What is the lesson today? What does the collective need to learn? Thank you, Spirit. What does the collective need to learn today? Ooh. The Three of Cups. Well, we've seen this a few times, and the first thing that comes to my mind is everything I know, or that we know, because we grow and learn, we take it and we go out and we try it out on people. That social skill of interacting, opening up to relationships with strangers, going to a get-together, being invited out and accepting the invitation to something new and exciting, hopefully. That's what this is. Being in communication, being in relationship. There's a lot of connection to siblings with this card, but that really is dependent on your situation. I mean, if you're going out with family to a family occasion, that's one thing, but this could also be where you're invited out to a party where you don't know the people there. And it could be that you go with family to this meeting or this party. But what's the lesson? How to behave at a party? Well, that could be one. Being able to communicate with the intent to expand your intellect. In other words, taking what you know, learning from other people what they know, and creating a relationship or relationships, because it's an odd number, okay? But because it's the cups, Again, it's all emotional. It could be that sense of, do I want to mingle? Should I mingle? Should I go forward? Should I go further? Can I trust? I mean, it's all about exploration, this 3. Exploration and emotion. So emotional exploration could be the lesson here. As you see, it could be anything. It's just being invited out to a party, being in a party with family and communicating. It could also be exercising communication in respect to relationships. How much do you divulge? Do you hold back? How do you come across as relating to other people? Now there's a lesson. Because you project one thing, but deep down inside you are holding back what really is you in respect to other people. You're just showing off a mask, in other words. You know, you protecting what is you, but you're projecting what you want other people to see. See, this is very, it can go in all directions. Let's see what the tool is. An offer. Self-love. The 4 of Cups. Remember, we did the 4 of Cups, eh? It's more of the same. So this could be the regular thing that I go out and I make an offer. I go out and I make an offer. We don't know how it ends up, but if it's a regular thing, well, it's a question of just going out and making an offer. This is self-love, and this is a tool for a lesson in relationship. Because this is relating. This is relationship. One way or another, we take one word, we call it relationship. We take one word and we call this the self. So the self in relationship to others, because there's 3 here. But then as a fractured 4, more of the same. More of the same. This is a regular thing. The party animal. Loved going to parties. Well, who doesn't like a party? I love parties. I love getting together. I love relating. I mean, this is like, yeah, fun times. This is a happy lesson. It could be. Let's see what the Spirit is doing. Oh boy, this is getting to be real fun, because now we have the King of Cups with self-love intact, looking for a party to go to, or has a party to go to. Wants to take this cup of self-love and make an offer at a party. Wow. That sounds like fun, actually. Who is this King of Cups? What is the gift? Well, it's really going to be a party, because he's going to crash. He's going to crash this party. Wow. It's going to be a wild time. This tower is coming down. Okay, now I'm curious. The bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords. That's a healing. So this is a party that heals after it's crashed. Rock and roll. Okay, let's see. Deck opens up pretty easily. We have a Queen of Wands here, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, healing. Oh, look, this came back. And we have the Justice, with the Ace of Pentacles. The Fool. We have cards coming back. This is beautiful. Okay, let's I'm stuck on this wild party. I have a wild party in my head. Okay, let's just leave this here for now. The deck didn't finish, but let's see how far we get, and if anything, I can bring out more cards. We'll see. It looks like fun. Okay, so we have our Tower as the gift. Let's go back to the Tower because I kind of went through them pretty quick. So Spirit is giving us everything that the King of Cups could represent as what Spirit is doing for us. Now, remember, we had, it's funny, the chronological order of things. The lesson before gave us the Prince of Cups, and he was the uncertain type. Okay, he was in his he is the Prince of Uncertainty. Okay, let's just call him that, because he's never sure. He just keeps trying until it hits. It's a hit and miss with him. So it'll be sheer luck if he falls on the right person, just as an overall. Okay, in this king, he is all of those experiences amassed and churned within. Like we have, the rolling of the waves in the sea. This is why he is represented by the sea, the waves, the power of the ocean. Poseidon is what rules this king. Okay, the emotions are even deeper than the prince, because he's the king. So of course he rules the watery world of Neptune. So we have Neptune, Poseidon, the undertones, the currents of the waves, the currents of the ocean, the deadliness that comes with what the ocean brings, because the ocean never gives up. They're dead until they're dead. You see? The ocean will take you right on the shore. The ocean will find a way to reach you. If you're destined to go into that water, you're going to go in. The waves will pull you. The current will toss you and hold you down until you become a part of the ocean. That is the power of his emotions, okay? Very strong, very, very willing, and very willful, and very, very volatile, because we don't know water. Water takes the shape of what it's put into. So just imagine this body of water just grabbing on to everything that you hold dear. You can't do anything with it. You can't fight it because it's all around you. It has no arms and no legs, but yet it holds you. So his experiences are just that. He would reflect on all the deep dark secrets, all of the sordid pain, everything that is extreme, he holds within his cup. That's why it's so big. At the same time, there is a balance, because if there is so much hurt, suffering, and sorrow, the balance is just that it is equal in love, that emotion, that sense of sensitivity that the prince has. He has it even more elevated, because he can practically read you. He reads body movement. He reads tone. He reads physical appearance. He reads movement, this king. So Spirit is giving us all of the abilities of the King of Cups. But most of all, this king is recognized for his secrets, because of the ocean. Like we say, the ocean doesn't give up her dead. It's a secret. He keeps secrets very well because of his ability to read into sensitivity. He will respect what is to be kept under wraps. That is this type of king. Again, it all reflects back onto emotions and sensitivity and his ability to balance on water, his throne. He's sitting on water, his throne. Okay? And very easily too, he's able to manage what is above and what is under the surface. That's our king. That's a lot of qualities, but very loving as the flow of water or air. It's like a coolness. Okay? It's a coolness that flows around him because it's easy for him to go between the above the water and below the water. For him, that is his balance. He is fair because of his sensitivity. And he is willing to give as much as he's able to receive. He will be in that balance. He's very balanced for that. He has to be if he's going to stand on water, sit on a throne. Sorry about that. I had to do a little pause there, but I'm back. Okay. We were just at the tail end of our King of Cups here, who now Spirit is giving us all of the attributes, or the know-how, the understanding, the emotion. He's very emotional, eh? Again, it's the sensitivity to the emotions that we want to reflect on here. Again, it's a water sign. Doesn't mean that it is only water signs. No. The emotion it runs really deep. The depths of the ocean, if you want. And Spirit is giving us that ability to sift through and reflect and understand and really know the emotional side of things. Okay, we're given the tool as to going out there making an offer, because this is abundance in any deck that would bring in the Ace of Cups. The first thing people say is it's abundance, you know. It's making that offer of love and wanting to offer marriage and wanting to have everything that comes with marriage. So the love, that initial offer. I have my cup full and I want to make an offer with you. Again, cheers, you know, going to the party. But then the gift is a tower that comes down because something is crashing here. And if it is emotion, it's all in the emotion. The party will crash, the offer will crash, the king will break down and cry, who knows, you know, it's an emotional shift with this tower. Which brings us to healing, because that's the next card, okay? After it just slipped right off, and it's not finished. I still see a crack there, but let's see what happens. So the healing of emotions is what would come from this tower. So the king offering up healing, or the king offering up a good time to talk, because the blades, this is usually when you sit and talk it out, self-talk, you know, take a rest, heal. But healing with the Queen of Wands. See this Queen of Wands here, she has a determination in her. She's built in drive. You know, she's that turbo boost in in person form, you know, in human form. She just goes for it, just like the king or the prince of wands. She has her attributes of being determined to go with a great idea and to move on, but she doesn't fly off the handle. She is very precise and structured. She sets up foundations that last. So she is on solid ground, whereas this king is on water. Okay, that's just to show you the difference here. Now, again, this reflects people. So I don't know where this is going. I mean, all I can see, let's just see where it goes, okay? All I can see is there's a healing that takes place because a tower comes down at a party, maybe, or after the party, or before the party, or I mean, maybe the king is offering to take this queen out, and she just says no to him, and there's his tower coming down. Let's just see, because there's a victory card that comes after the queen. Again, ego is associated with this card. Envy and jealousy, as well as a victory. Because why I'm saying that is because I get this scenario of going to a party and there's a confusion that starts up at this party, you know, because this Queen of Wands has a victory, but then there's another healing. Now, this could all be in one person, okay? We bring it back to the person. Let's bring it back to personal instead of seeing it as a storyline that brings in other people. I mean, it does. I mean, it could be, but we're looking at the singularity for one thing here. The lesson is a good relation, to communicate in good with relationships, how to take what we know about ourselves and go out into the world and relate to other people. That's what this would be as a lesson, okay? The key here is self-love. That ace, it's about the self-love. And the arm that turns the key would be all of this emotion, all of this ability to win over with the desire, the deep desire to be in a couple, because that's what he is. He's offering his cup because he wants to be in a relationship, just like our prince. He just wants to be in a relationship too, and if it doesn't work in one, he will go off into another one. But for now, this is what we're working with, okay? Being able to relate on a deep level of emotions. That's what's going on here. And in order to do that, in order to go into the depths of emotions, well, you need to break down that ego. Because if you have an ego, I see that here, and she's looking right at it. If you have an ego, then the emotions are distorted. I mean, think about it. When you have an ego that's out there, it's strong and destructive and controlling, and it has a presence about you where you intimidate. You can be very intimidating, but that's not what he is. He's the complete opposite of being intimidating. He's vulnerable, and his vulnerability is in his charm, where he can talk to the point where what he says captivates you into that flow of, you know, that rhythm of the waves, where it's romantic and passionate and very loving, and he brings you there. But when you think of an ego, it's harsh and rough. So the victory that she is looking for, okay, there's a victory here. She is looking directly at it. We can say that the feminine qualities of determination and that solidify I just lost my trend. Sorry about that. Her determination to make things last. If we take that and say, well, the king now goes through a particular healing of emotions because his emotions were distorted or he was hurt. He's willing to go out and make that offer to heal something that happened, because there's a healing that is happening. There's a tower. There's a determined sense of direction where it is again to win. But then right after, there's a healing. So what is the victory here? We can go back and see other lessons, but we don't need to, because we can turn this queen into not particularly another person per se, but the attributes of what this queen represents, coupling with what this king represents, brings in a victory. So instead of just being, okay, I'm going out to see if I can pick up another woman, or maybe make like I'm going to offer myself to convince that I want to be in a relationship, but I'm going to hold back on how far I take my emotional banter, where I talk myself into proposing marriage, which is not what the king wants, because he just wants to stand on his own, know that he can make the offer, but doesn't have to make the offer. The victory, again, that victory card lesson where holding back instead of pushing forward is the victory. Because then there's another healing here. You see? Healing, victory, healing, and then justice. And then this is an actual offer. This is an offer. This is a real offer for marriage. Now we can all say, oh, I take it as it resonates, and maybe you are the king that you want to heal a relationship, because it's all about relationships, with a very strong-willed and determined woman who has a victory of sorts, because one goes right after the other. Healing this woman to have a victory, to be healed again. I wouldn't want to venture into complicating this more, but I am so curious. I say we go forward just a little bit more. Let's just go see, because the deck is open, eh? Let's see if I have the space here. I did it before. I can do it again. And if anybody's interested, well, it's going to be out there. Let's see. And the Fool is... Oh, look, the Prince is back. There's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Wands. And then there's the King. Whoa, this is so many bodies here. Wow. Okay. Now it stops at the Emperor. Okay. Well, it doesn't really. No fair. No fair. No fair. Let's not take too many cards. I mean, this is getting out of hand. we can see them all. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just bring them down a little lower. Because the Justice card is what made me want to go see a little more. And I'm not going all the way. I'm not going all the way. I mean, we could, you know what, let's just see. For the Emperor, you see there's a lot of cards coming up here. There's that love, and then moving off into smooth waters with reciprocity, transformation. I mean, it goes on. There's the Prince again. I mean, it just, the card, the deck is just like, oh yeah, sure, go all the way today. Why don't you? I could, but no. Just so we could see it. We'll end it up here where this is a relationship that actually does come out of this offer. For those of you who are like, well, am I going to get a relationship or not? You do. And you go off into smooth waters. Now, there was another lesson that ended up like this. If you want to go back and look for that one and compare. Because things that are, again, it's always coming back to things that were in the past that are going to come up. You know, the ego. Emperor, taking control, healing, broken hearts, going into things that were held back from the past, speaking the truth about betrayal, making that forgiveness happen, and then moving on into smooth waters. Okay, I think we could be safe and say we're going to end it on that note. Okay. Just because we don't have the clarity of who this person is and what's the victory or the ego or the envy, the jealousy. See the qualities again, because the match is here. These two match at the end of the day. These two match, and then there's an offer to work or to have a contract of work, and then it goes on. The boss, you know, Emperor taking charge. This broken heart business here is from the past. Again, this is from the past. So things coming into fruition about this disappointment, about things that were planned. Plans were made that became a disappointment. There is forgiveness. Okay? We're gonna at least we know that it ends with the forgiveness. So the healing really does play. This is an offer. This is a real offer that our king, who now is a prince, again, that leap of faith, that taking a chance, that kamikaze, having a big discussion. So the bravery is what we're looking at with this king being able to balance himself on a solid throne on water, and being able to control the currents that go under the water. This is how much power Spirit is giving us. This is why I opened it all the way up, so we could really examine the wisdom that comes with it, the kamikaze of relationships. Yeah, let's try again. The 8. Okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be putting it all the way down there, but let's bring it back here. It's because of the king, It's because this is what the king represents. This, all of this, the wisdom, the willingness to go out there and make that offer, the bravery, the mastery of having the experience, you know, knowing what to say, when to say, how much to say, the passion, okay? Then it's the king. There's justice in in everything that has come through to speak and be willing to make that offer. You see, we have this real offer that goes in to taking that chance, reaching out, speaking the truth, speaking and making the working of the offer with the determination, the innovation, the readiness and the speed, because he's not wasting time. He's not holding back anymore. Remember I said he will hold on to secrets. Well, all of the healing that took place and the justice, it's karmic. When this card comes up, the payout comes out after. See? Or before. Well, yeah, it comes out after. It comes out after. Because we went there from the swords all the way, and then this is justice being served up with this offer. Like, there's an obligation by spirit. Spirit is saying you have no choice. You have to make this offer. It's just karmic. You can't say no to it. But spirit is the one that's pushing it to happen, because then it comes after. Sorry, what comes after the offer is that drive, that, oh yeah, I'm going for it. And then the, here I am. And then the, I know what I'm doing, and here's how strong I am to do it. And then there's the king. Let's take an oracle message for this, because I keep repeating. But I think it's clear now. I think it made sense as to where the tower comes in. It's a personal tower. It's gotta be. It's a personal tower, because of the emotional combination standing next to that emperor with the ego. Okay? He has to take responsibility. He does. The focus is on being creative here. See that planting a seed, planting ideas, making it happen, thinking and speaking and being responsible, okay, for having been party to a disappointment for projects or stages in the life. You know, like, this is what I've done over the years, or for so long I've done this. I started it didn't finish. I had to put it aside. Certain things that we set up to do that we had to put down because something happened. You know, something made us stop, and now we're able to move on from that because we've taken the responsibility. We've grown with all the healing. That this is very particular to becoming the emperor, or for the emperor himself to be able to take the responsibility and to receive that forgiveness, or to give out that forgiveness. Either way, things are going to end up in peace. Thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message? A love spell. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, this is beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Let's read. Let the honey of your soul swell in the depths of love. See, that's where he comes in. This guy. Let the honey of your soul swell in the depths of love. He is all about swelling the love into your soul and going deep, deep, deep into the darkness of the ocean. You know, that love is where he is partner to the queen, but he's the male side of it. He's the one casting the love spell. He is the Cupid, okay? Love spell. For this official offer, somebody wants to be in a real relationship that has drive and determination, is very loving and emotional, okay, is willing to step out there and take that chance, knows exactly what they're capable of, willing to sacrifice something, which is, of course, that ego coming down, that tower, so that there will be a match. And this is all Spirit's work. Spirit is making this relationship come into play. There's no getting away from it. So the love spell. And then again, inner power. The B. Don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. You see, not every relationship is dysfunctional. That's what this says. And the tower reflects that. Justice reflects that. Because this is a happy couple when they match, when they're on the same page and they want the same things, they believe in the same thing. That's a happy couple. This king and this queen, for the mere fact that they belong together, the suit, the wands. If it were the king and queen of cups, I'd be saying the same thing. But these are attributes. As I was saying, these were attributes until the king came in. Read the last one. Again, she's always around, because this is all about life, this earth worship. To be natural with yourself and with another. To be authentic and to live within your boundaries. Okay? That's what this one is, always in the shadow of a read. I notice this. The inner power, let it be known, no will or desire is more powerful than I embodied. Again, reflecting this couple. Reflecting that you want and you know what you want. And because you know that you want it, it becomes. I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, for showing up today. If this didn't come to you as a lesson, don't worry. It'll come around again. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Love and light.